We're not getting anywhere with this. If worse comes to worse, I might have to cataclysm her before she destroys the whole city.
No way!
Miraculous Ladybug is a series that makes every character feel significant. The side characters fill Paris with intriguing stories, and as each character has complex emotions, everyone is a target for Hawk Moth, or equally devastating antagonists. Some miraculous characters continue to be mistreated when they don't deserve it. Gabriel, Agreste, and Bourgeois like to make everyone's lives difficult, and in doing so, they continue to hurt some of the kindest people in the city. We can't go over everyone who deserves an easier time in the series, but some particular characters continue getting hurt, despite wanting to do the right thing. In today's video, we're reviewing who these characters are and why they don't deserve the harsh treatment.
Students, please, calm down now. The classroom is not a place for insults and defamation.
Number 5. Mr. Damocles. The principal of Collège Francois Dupont is a well-meaning instructor who unfortunately has Chloe in his school. Throughout the series, Mr. Damocles consistently tries to do the right thing, but when Chloe doesn't get what she wants, she calls her father. As the mayor, Andre can fire Mr. Damocles at any moment, which usually forces him to do what Chloe wants, even when the situation isn't fair. Fortunately, the series shows how good of a person Mr. Damocles is. While he can't uphold justice in the school without threatening his livelihood, Mr. Damocles does everything he can to protect Paris as his hero persona, the Owl. In the episode The Dark Owl, he tries to help the people of Paris despite not having superpowers. Ladybug and Cat Noir eventually step in. When he is humiliated by failing to become a hero, he becomes akumatized into the titular villain. Fortunately, after being saved by the heroes, Mr. Damocles doesn't give up on his desire to help others. He continues to work as the Owl more safely and begins to stand up for his students more. In the episode Confrontation, Mr. Damocles tries to expel Lila and Chloe when their lies get exposed to the whole school. The mayor forbids Mr. Damocles from removing the girls, but he does it anyways. Mr. Damocles loses his job but is cheered on by his students for doing the right thing.
Hurry up, I don't have all day.
Except, I can't. I have to help my parents in the bakery.
Number 4. Miss Bustier. Marinette's class is fortunate to be taught by a kind, considerate, and patient teacher like Miss Bustier. She is willing to give everyone a chance, even Chloe. Her faith in humanity is hard to shake as she's an overwhelmingly positive character who tries to see the good in everyone. She makes a fantastic role model for her students and most of them adore her. In the episode Zombizu, she even speaks up for Chloe, encouraging Marinette to show her classmate kindness, even though Chloe has just destroyed Miss Bustier's birthday gift. Miss Bustier eventually gives up on Chloe after realizing how much harm she and Lila have caused during the episode Confrontation. After Mr. Damocles loses his job, Mrs. Mendeleev gets promoted to acting principal, which makes her a pawn for Chloe. Chloe chooses to be as destructive as possible, and although Miss Bustier tries to make her stop, her interference results in her losing her job. Miss Bustier is nearly akumatized in the episode Collusion into the villain Miss Sans-Culotte, but she rejects the akuma by keeping herself calm. Later, when she witnesses a video of Mayor Bourgeois admitting to his wrongdoings, she becomes akumatized. Sans-Culotte is difficult for Ladybug and Cat Noir to stop, but her story has a peaceful resolution. She convinces the mayor to leave his office, and when she realizes that force isn't the way to cause change, she rejects her akuma entirely. Miss Bustier's kindness gets taken for granted many times in the series, especially by Chloe, and she deserves more after losing her job because of doing the right thing.
The classroom is not a place for insults and defamation. Marinette, would you come with me, please? What?
Number 3. Andre Bourgeois. Everyone in the Bourgeois family can act antagonistic, but Andre's circumstances are unfortunate. Throughout the series, he pretends to be a power-hungry mayor who does anything to appease his wife and daughter. He fires people without reason, allows his daughter to hurt others, and supports projects that harm the environment. It's not until the episode Soul Crusher that we see another side of his character. In the episode, Chloe's half-sister Zoe comes to Paris, and although Chloe mistreats her, she bonds with her stepfather. Andre reveals a secret compartment where he keeps various items related to his directing career. He's the one who directed Emily Agreste's film Solitude. Unfortunately, Andre gave up his career in film to appease his wife Audrey. Instead, he went into politics to obtain power and fortune for his family. The conversation implies that Andre is unhappy with his lifestyle but can't find a way out. In the episode Collusion, information reveals Andre's unfortunate circumstances. In the episode, Gabriel and Timoe approach Andre with a plan to replace the Parisian police force with robots. Andre hesitates to replace the police, which leads to a private confrontation between himself and Gabriel. Andre claims that he is tired of doing the wrong thing. The people in his life continuously push him to do the wrong, and as he goes over his immoral actions, Andre decides he's finished with being an incompetent mayor. Gabriel records the conversation and edits it to make Andre seem terrible. After the video is leaked to the news and shown throughout Paris, Andre has no choice but to leave his office. On one hand, this choice gives him the freedom to pursue his passions, but on the other, it also takes away everything he'd spent his life working towards.
When I was young, I wanted to make movies, tell stories. That was the real me.
Number 2, Adrian's bodyguard. A recurring side character in the series is Adrian's bodyguard. He first appears in the episode Stormy Weather. He's a large man with a sincere dedication to protecting Adrian, but that requires him to work for Gabriel Agreste. Gabriel isn't a kind employer and doesn't understand that the bodyguard's shortcomings often come from Adrian's cleverness and habit of running away. In the episode Gorizilla, Adrian runs away again after Gabriel forbids him from watching the film Solitude. The film is significant to Adrian because his late mother Emily is one of the main actors. The bodyguard, referred to as the gorilla by Adrian, does everything to get the teenager back. Unfortunately, he gets stopped by Adrian's fans who are also chasing him through the streets of Paris. Gabriel doesn't consider this before heavily insulting the gorilla for his failure, which causes him to become akumatized. Gabriel only akumatizes the bodyguard once, but he continues to be an inconsiderate employer throughout the series. It's a wonder why the gorilla continues to work for the Agrestes, and the most straightforward answer is that he genuinely cares for Adrian. In the episode Party Crasher, the gorilla allows Adrian to have a party in his room, despite knowing it's against the rules. In the episode Cap Blanc, he lets Adrian chase after Marinette despite knowing their relationship is forbidden. It seems clear that as Adrian's bodyguard, the man has learned to care for the teenager. Unfortunately, doing so means constantly working with Gabriel Agreste.
But if Marinette, Julika, Rose, Alia, Alex, or Milen come knocking at the door, don't let him in, okay?
Number 1. Kagami Tsurugi. One of the main supporting characters in the series is Kagami Tsurugi. She's a close friend of Marinette and Adrian and becomes an instrumental part of their lives. She's also the wielder of the dragon Miraculous, so she's a dependable hero for everyone in Paris. Kagami is someone who deserves more kindness and respect than she receives. For starters, she's living with her controlling mother, Tomoe. In the episode Pretension, Kagami tries to tell her mother that her relationship with Adrian is over, just to be told she wasn't living up to her family's legacy. In Perfection, she becomes distraught when Marinette begins avoiding her calls. Lila convinces Kagami that Marinette doesn't consider her a friend, and gives her a checklist to prove it. Throughout the episode, Marinette unknowingly does things to fill out the list. When Kagami convinces herself that Marinette isn't a friend, she becomes akumatized into the villain Ryukomori. Unlike most villains, Kagami doesn't have a vendetta and solely desires to be alone. Marinette convinces Kagami she is a true friend, but Lila remains a negative influence. In the episode Protection, Lila convinces Kagami to believe Marinette is a liar. Kagami concludes that everything Marinette has done is fake. She is akumatized into Riposte Prime due to Lila's continued manipulation. Again, Kagami is convinced of the truth by Marinette and Adrian, but she can barely catch a break.
Best friend? Really?
Miraculous is full of many wonderful characters. It can be disheartening to see so many of them mistreated. Fortunately, Ladybug and Cat Noir always try to do the right thing. As the series progresses, evil characters such as Gabriel, Chloe, and Lila will face off against the heroes. And if the heroes continue to foil their plans, the lives of everyone in Paris are sure to become better and brighter. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
I'm gonna prepare a special picnic for just the two of us. No friends around, no outside pressure, and I'm inviting Marinette right now.